There is a strange thing that happens in the heat. You can go through the day without doing anything heroic. No workout, no heavy lifting, no marathon. You just go out for groceries, ride a few stops, sit in a room where the air barely moves, answer a couple of messages, and in the evening you open a chat and see a simple request. Can you look at this file? On a cool day, you would handle it in a minute. But now you look at the screen and think, I am not even ready for this. Your head feels heavy. Your body feels slow. Your patience is thinner. And one thought keeps circling in your mind. I barely did anything today. So why am I this tired? The first answer sounds simple. The day was too hot. And yes, that is true. But it does not explain the whole thing. Why can the same temperature feel tolerable one day and wipe you out in a few hours on another day? Why does shade help? Why does a light breeze feel so good? Why can a stuffy night make the morning feel like you are already tired? So the main question is not only how hot it is outside. The main question is this: can your body cool itself down? Inside your body, your temperature has to stay close to normal. This is not about character. It is not about motivation. And it is not a contest with other people. If the inside of your body gets too hot, your brain, heart, and muscles have a harder time working normally. So on a hot day, your body does everything it can to avoid overheating. It sends more blood toward your skin. It turns on sweating. It loses water and salts. It makes your heart work harder. And all of this happens while you are still riding somewhere, buying food, talking to people, looking at a screen and trying to work. From the outside, the day looks small. Inside, it is already asking more from your body than the same day would in cooler weather. That is where the feeling starts. I did not do that much, so why do I have less energy? The first clear sign is something you can notice almost right away. Your face may get red. Your skin gets hot. Your pulse may feel more noticeable. This is not just, I feel uncomfortably warm. This is your body trying to cool down through your skin. More blood moves toward the skin. Your heart has to pump it more actively. And something that felt easy on a cool day starts to feel harder on a hot day. A walk to the store. A grocery bag. One flight of stairs. Waiting for transportation. Standing in line. Each one is small by itself. But in the heat next to every small task, there is another task running at the same time. Do not overheat. That is why tiredness can arrive earlier than you expect. Not because you suddenly became less capable, but because the same day asks more from your body. Sweat is easy to misunderstand. It feels like if your skin is wet, your body must be cooling down. But sweat does not cool you down just by being there. It helps when it dries. When sweat evaporates, it becomes easier for your skin to cool down. That is why a light breeze can change how you feel so quickly. It helps moisture leave your skin. Now imagine the opposite. The air is humid. The room has been heating up all day. The window is open, but the air barely moves. You are sweating. Your shirt is wet. Your skin feels sticky. But you barely feel better. Water is leaving your body, but almost no cool relief comes with it. That can make it easy to misread what is happening. You think, if I am sweating, my body must be handling it. But sometimes heavy sweating means something else. Your body is trying to cool down, and the air is not helping much. That is why one hot day can feel manageable, while another one feels exhausting even without much physical effort. Temperature is not the only thing that decides how you feel. Sun, shade, wind, humidity, indoor heat, and the chance to actually cool down all matter. When that chance is limited, the day gets harder. Heat does not show up only in your skin and sweat. It also affects simple actions that usually take almost no effort. You read the same message twice. You take longer to decide what to have for dinner. It is harder to start a conversation. You want to sit down sooner. You are more likely to snap back with a short answer. Not because the message is bad. Not because dinner suddenly became a complex decision, but because your body is already hot, uncomfortable, and working harder to stay in a normal state. Water loss adds to that. If a lot of water leaves your body and not enough comes back in, you may notice a dry mouth, a heavy head, sleepiness, or the feeling that your legs are heavier than usual. You also lose salts through sweat. Most of the time, you do not need to think about that every minute. But after a long hot day, a stuffy commute or outdoor work, those losses can add up. Sometimes it does not feel like strong thirst. It feels more like slowing down. Walking feels harder. Thinking feels harder. Reacting calmly feels harder. And the most frustrating part is this. Even if you try to take it easy during the day, the tiredness can come from the place where you are supposed to recover. From the night. During the day, at least it is obvious why things feel hard. Sun, hot air, a stuffy room, transportation. But a hot night can damage the next day before it even starts. To sleep well, your body needs to cool down a little. When the room is hot, that becomes harder. You take longer to fall asleep. You wake up more often. You toss and turn. You look for a cool spot on the pillow. You kick off the blanket. Then you wake up again. In the morning, it feels like you slept. But somehow, there is less energy than there should be. That is how heat stops being only a daytime problem. It interferes at night. And then it comes back in the morning. You can sometimes push through the first hot day on stubbornness. After a bad night, you have less patience. After a second bad night, it is harder to think, work, and respond normally to people. So sometimes the hardest part of heat is not noon. The hardest part is the morning after a night that did not restore you. You may be tired not because you did something huge. You may be tired because your body spent the whole day trying not to overheat, and then could not fully recover at night. So far, we have been talking about familiar reactions to heat. A heavy head, sticky skin, sleepiness, irritation, wanting to lie down somewhere cooler. But there is a line where this is no longer just something to push through. If there is strong weakness, dizziness, nausea, a headache, muscle cramps, or fainting, that is a warning sign. If someone is conscious and does not improve after getting to a cooler place, resting, and taking small sips of water, that is also a reason to pay attention. And confusion, strange speech, loss of consciousness, very hot skin, or any suspicion of heat stroke is a reason to get medical help urgently. Extra caution matters for children, older adults, pregnant people, people with chronic conditions, people who work outdoors, and people whose medications may affect dehydration or overheating. The point is not to be afraid of every hot day. The point is to stop calling dangerous signs just being tired. Heat does not exhaust you because you are lazy. And it does not mean you simply lack willpower. In the heat, an ordinary day becomes harder on your body. If you can move a difficult walk, cleaning session, or workout to a cooler time, it is better to do that. If you can get into shade, take a break, keep water nearby, or cool the room before sleep, that is not being dramatic. It is a way to help your body avoid spending extra energy when it already has less to work with. This does not mean you have to cancel life when it is hot, but it helps to remember this. If you get tired faster, feel more irritable, or want to lie down, it does not automatically mean something is wrong with you. Maybe you are hot. Maybe you are not cooling down well. Or maybe you did not recover after a hot night. What is harder for you in the heat, the day itself, or the night after which you cannot really recover?